I'll say the Hindu American vote is a vote to gain or lose. I just spoke to someone at the New York Times yesterday about this, and I think the last election, maybe even the election before, showed that not only are Hindu Americans kind of situated or residing in swing areas, swing states as well as swing districts, or they themselves made these districts into swing districts. And so, where we saw shifts where Democrats had won and you know, the Republicans won with large numbers of people of Indian origin or Hindu Americans voting there, not both the same. And now we're hearing all these murmurs, right? I think in after the last administration and people getting frustrated, lifelong Democrats getting frustrated with the fact that the higher ups in the Democratic Party were not calling out the accusations or dual loyalty tropes that were being lodged by the progressive wing of that party against Democratic candidates, political candidates like Raja Krishnamurthy or Jennifer Rajkumar, even appointees like Amit Jani. And there were communications going to the very, very top of the Democratic Party, and they were just met with silence and ambivalence. So, that in and of itself, alongside policies like the caste policies that we saw being promoted in California, a blue state, Seattle, even in other states, it was Democrats that were pushing these types of policies for the, politically correct optics of it and ignoring the fact that they were actually calling for institutionalizing discrimination against 1% of the population. So, you saw this shift, and there's other reasons why, just everyday, kitchen table, whatever they call them, issues that prompt a Hindu American to choose between Democrats and Republicans. But we saw that rightward shift. I would not be surprised if we see back to a leftward shift. I think largely our community is strongest if we are just active, regardless of which party we feel a greater affinity towards. Just be active.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
you're going to see more people from the Indian/Hindu American community, if there was that rightward shift, moving at least to the center, because unless the Republicans get that Christian nationalist, bigoted part of their party in line a little bit, I mean, if that keeps going on, they're going to start hemorrhaging whatever support they gain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I would say that goes actually. Go ahead, Raj.
Oh, please.
I think that goes well beyond the Hindu American community, right? And I think the Republicans have actually screwed up a pretty golden opportunity that they had at the beginning of this year, because they put together quite an impressive, I don't want to say rainbow coalition, but, you know, a quite diverse ethnic and religious coalition of people that kind of came and shifted right in this past election. And now they're basically pissing it away because of the rhetoric, the hate that's been unleashed against people. And it's not just Hindus that are facing it, right? It's a lot of ethnic minorities and religious minorities that had come under this tent and under this umbrella. And I think the Republicans are going to become, meaningless if they do this, and they're going to lose the midterms. I think a lot of people that, the person that asked this question reflects not just other Hindu Americans, but a lot of other groups that had moved right in the last couple years. And so it's really unfortunate, because you want to have robust, diverse voices on both sides supporting both parties, so you can have issues that are not overly ideological and are controlled by a certain dominant interest on either side.